usually smoke.
No.
There's Boris, who now has fallen to 16th place.
And apparently going to come to pit road.
And Darrell, you mentioned a while ago that these cars, they have fiberglass bodies, but they fit a lot of the same body templates that a Winston Cup car has. These things weigh about 700 pounds lighter than Winston Cup car. They're actually weighed with the driver 2,900 pounds, about 5 inches shorter wheelbase, but a lot of the same rules as Winston Cup cars.
There's that 9 car. Look at that thing. That thing is sharp, boys.
It's got those flames working. Dick Berggren.
Hey, Darrell, the reason those flames are on Kenny Shepard's car is you. When he was a kid, he said he was a miniature DW, talking all the time, wanted to be around racing all the time. He's a huge Darrell Waltrip fan. He loved the fact that Mountain Dew was your sponsor years ago. He deliberately went after Mountain Dew to get it on his race car because of you. Flames are there because of you. I don't think he drives as good as you, but he drives pretty good.
I hope he does. I'm pulling for him today.
Boris Said's day may be finished as they work under the hood of the Federated Auto Parts 99.
If you notice, unlike a Winston Cup car, fiberglass hood, it actually sits completely off, has 6 hood pins that holds it on, no hinges at the back.
I don't think they're going to be hinging that one back down either. This looks terminal.
There comes the gloves off.
Yep, Boris Badenoff is done for the day, it appears. Leaders come by, would put him a lap down. Jim Engelbright with about 6 car lengths on Mike Hankey. That's about half a second here on the road course at Sonoma. Todd Sousa is third. Kevin Harvick, Lamar, Menard, and Shepard. Jim Engelbright, Mike Hankey, Todd Sousa, Kevin Harvick, Kenny Shepard, the running order at 6 laps. And the lead, a tentative one, just 7/10 of a second last time by.
I think it's growing a little bit.
Yep. Picking it up.
Engelbright looks like he might be just pulling away a tad here.
Look at this third on back race. There to the inside goes Shepard, looking for 6th place. And Sousa slams the door in the number 6.
Such a fine line getting into that slow turn 11. Yeah. You know, you'll try to outbrake them and beat them into the corner, but also the secret is be able to roll through the middle and be able to pick the throttle up and stay in it off the corner.
Yeah, you got to get off the brake. You're going there with so much brake trying to get by a guy, you're going to slide right into him. You got to be able to get up off the brake and gas it hard.
Back of that pack, 8th place Sean Woodside, the black car. You saw the onboard there. Here's Dick Berggren.
Well, Boris Said among the interlopers, one of the favorites to win today, out early with engine trouble. What happened to that motor, Boris?
That's unfortunately, I mean, something in the motor just let go on the first lap, and you know, I feel bad because I really wanted a good run for Featherlite Auto Parts. They actually got me into NASCAR, and they've been supporting me and Kenny Schrader for a long time. It's a great company, and sorry for all you guys out there, but we'll be back again.
All right, sorry you're out. Mike?
Jim Engelbright, 2-time defending champion of this race, and you see the lead that he has built up. This is the only race in this series that he'll run this year. He's a regular in Winston West. Now down in the hairpin, couple laps ago, 22nd place, number 3 West Banks. Getting into it there with the 7 of Frank Moronsky Jr. and paying the price.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the 7 car wasn't real happy with that fella, and he just kind of spun him around.
Looked like he was using the Theory 8 tires is better than 4.
Yeah, he just bounce off of him, keep going.
There's Engelbright. Here's Kankey, the 2nd place car. And Kevin Harvick has moved to 3rd, but he's been displaced by Kenny Shepard and Todd Sousa as Harvick hits pit road. No, he's not going to make pit road.
He's going to the garage area.
That's make the left.
That's the qualifying, how they went off qualifying right there.
That's the exit.
Yes, trouble.
If they don't get that car moving, I believe we'll probably see a caution with him sitting that close to the racetrack.
So that'll now move Kenny Shepard up to 2nd, Sousa in 3rd, then the 33 of Bernie Lamar, and here's Sean Woodside, who's on the move. Right up there with that pack.
Harvick's off. He's off rolling again. I don't know what he's doing here, but
and he's back in the race.
Maybe he had, I don't know, these cars I don't think have 2 ignition systems. He could have had an ignition problem. You know, he could have had a transmission problem. Maybe it locked up in 2 gears or something. He had to stop and get it kind of neutraled up.
Sean Woodside trying the inside there on Paul Menard in the 13.
Fast part of the racetrack right here, turn 1, going up the hill, downshifting into that tight right-hander, turn 2. Car wants to get loose right there. You can hear him driving it with the throttle. The rear wheels don't want to hook up.
You go down into this, you go really down into a hole right there almost.
And let's get an update on Kevin Harvick's day with Matt.
Well, Mike, down here in the 29 pit, Kevin Harvick has Gil Martin and the Goodwrench guys to service that car. He came on the radio and said, it just quit. It just quit. And they've tried the radio Kevin back to ask him if possibly it might be an ignition box. No answer. So they have no idea.
But Harvick is back out there and running as we ride along with the 7th place car, Sean Woodside, and Lucas Oil number 45.
And Kevin's still on the lead lap, but he's back in 37th position.
Well, then he'll be fun to watch.
One thing about this joint, you can have a lot of trouble and not get a lap down. So you're never really out of the race here until it's over with.
It takes about 1 minute and 20 seconds to go around here a full lap.
Kenny Shepard in that 9 car, that Mountain Dew car, up to 2nd.
And for an update on the 3rd place car, Dick Berggren.
MK Kanky, car number 98, started on the pole for today's event, but he is having engine trouble, Mike. He said the motor has twice shut off. He has changed ignition boxes and simply said something has gone wrong and it's getting worse.
Well, he has 5 consecutive top 5s in Tour competition. And starting his 10th race here, finished 6th in 1990.
Did a lot of dirt track racing. In fact, Ascot Speedway, he was their dirt track champion. You know, and that's the thing about so many of these drivers. I mean, this is what they do for fun. A lot of them have regular jobs. They run 14 races. They mainly race on quarter to half-mile tracks. This is the only road course they run. The biggest tracks they run on is the 1-mile racetrack of Phoenix and Pike Peak. But you have to look at this as kind of like a minor league to a bigger division like NASCAR, Craftsman Truck, Busch, or Winston Cup.
Yeah, and guess what?
A leader.
Old 9 car just took the lead, but now here comes the 20 car on pit road.
Jim Engelbright making a very early stop at lap 10.
Yeah, that would make 52 laps to go. He could not do it from here based on the information they gave me. No. These cars hold the same amount of fuel that Winston Cup cars do, 22 gallons.
I don't think this is scheduled, so we'll see what's going on, Matt.
Well, DW, like Dick Berggren spoke earlier, another car who's having ignition box trouble, and that's the 20 car. He's developed a miss. They're going to do a gas and go. He swapped to the other box. He said it did not help. And he stalls it. He finally is now down and away. Just a gas and go for the 20 car.
Now, one thing about, we got a car off course here. Car number 68 spun around.
That's the chicken car, the Foster Farms car of Chuck Billington.
One thing, Larry, about these guys running these road courses, that's the only one they run. They don't have their fuel pickup right in the fuel cell back there. They don't have everything changed over for a road course. They might not be able to pick up all the fuel out of their fuel cells and have to come to pit road early.
Let's have another look at what happened to road racer Chuck Billington here.
Well, he's fighting it.
Almost saved it.
A few cars just squeaking by right in front of a bunch of race cars coming at him.
He just got in that little kink there wrong. And
Carol, that's the thing about these S's. He had a bad entry into that right-hander. That just messes you up for all of them all the way down.
Again, it's like you said, it's all rhythm and timing.
But Darrell, going back to what you was talking about, there was some concern in the garage area this morning about that, because on an oval where you turn left, the fuel pickup is in the right rear corner because it slings the fuel over there. At a road course where you go left and right, we normally would put the pickup in the center of the fuel cell at the very back. A lot of teams didn't bother to move that pickup.